Hello everybody, it is Kristen. It is time for a Scraplift Crafternoon. And that hop is the one that I do every Sunday with my girls. And we've actually added some team members, so make sure you're checking out the playlist. There's more players. Here's this week's layout. It's by tpgirl_scraps on Instagram. Now this is a very nice, clean grid layout. I do love the way she's got so this picture, for example, is a little narrower than this, so she's added like a little thing to fill that in. She's kind of got, she's basically created this grid with this filled in stuff with these pattern papers. So what I noticed on this, first off, it's it says Pure Michigan, so it's like a lake one. And I saw this where she's kind of got this pattern paper that looks like waters with the sun and stuff like that. So I knew, or I felt like I did, I had a hip kit here. Uh-oh, y'all, hang on just a second. Guys, I'm so sorry. Oreo decides he must bother Saturn, and she doesn't like it. So, anyways, I have this hip kit. It's from July, and it has, where did I see it? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, you guys. Anyways, I felt like this kit had some water. I haven't even opened the papers, y'all. That's terrible. Well, I haven't had it that long, so I don't feel too bad. But, let's see. I knew it probably had some kind of water or something in it. So, well, this is interesting. This is different. The texture of the paper is different than its usual stuff. That is different. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Anyway, look, I've got this. So I think I can use this. And I'll find something to put my grid on. I don't really know. I'm not going to probably use the craft cardstock. Don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, but this is kind of pretty. I could use something like that, maybe. I don't know. I need to kind of look at it. Oh, that's pretty. This could be really pretty. Because this is my pictures. It's my daughter, and we were getting back on the boat from snorkeling on our Christmas Eve tour excursion. So I think these are good. And it's 4 pictures, and she had 4 pictures. So let me get myself organized here. Hopefully the cats will stay out of trouble. I'll be back on in a second. Okay, so I have taken my pictures and I've cut them down. I think the square ones are basically a 3x3. I think hers were a 4x4. I had to do 3x3 because I printed them on my selfie and they're like a 3x4. Yes. So the pictures were only like 3 inches wide. So I had to cut them down to 3x3 for them to have that square look. And then the upper right one I cut down, I don't even know. It's probably 2 3/4 or something by 3. And so my little grouping is a tad smaller, which is totally fine. I think it turns out adorable, so I'm not even sad. And so I've mounted them on the white cardstock, and now I'm just using my T-square to kind of line them up because I mentioned, this is a grid, so it kind of needs to be straight. I'm not going to promise everything's perfectly straight, but this is where I'm starting. I do enjoy this sunset paper. I think it adds something. I think it brings out the yellow in her little vest thing she's got on because of the sunlight and all that kind of stuff. And yet kind of still have that water feel. I think this is just really lovely, this paper. And then I'm going to take this piece, which has the little wave looking things at the bottom, and I'm going to make my wave similar. It's the same kind of idea in the sense it looks like water on the left-hand side up there. So I cut that down. I don't even remember now, you guys. It's probably 3 and some change, 3.5, I think. And then maybe, I don't know, 5.5, 6, something like that. Now, I will tell you, I have to keep kind of trimming this because my darn blade is so dull. It messed up the bottom, and then I have to trim it again. So I was kind of frustrated with it. I definitely need to go. I need to look and see. I don't think I have any more extra blades. I'm going to double check myself, but if not, I'll need to order a couple. And I'm seriously not sure about this trimmer, you guys. I'm just not. I've had it now for, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 months, something like that. And in some ways, I do love it. I love the little arm, that it springs up and all that kind of stuff. I like the little measure. It's the blade. It's the blade that bugs me. So we'll have to see. So on the right-hand side over there where she had that, I don't know what she had, a piece of paper or something. I thought about the branding strip, but it was a tad too wide. So I forget what I'm looking for here. I think I gave up on that for just a second. And I'm kind of thinking about that bottom where she had kind of that multicolored paper. And I found this Wordy Bits paper, and I kind of like it because it's got that multicolor look and feel with the white background. I thought, well, this is kind of cute. Now, I don't know that I caught the word summer on here anywhere. I tried to do a piece that maybe I wasn't going to have summer because this was not summer. As I mentioned, it was Christmas Eve. It just happened to be in the tropics. So I'm trying to avoid the word summer. I don't know if I perfectly did, but I think so. I think I did. But that's going to go underneath there. I have to trim that down just a hair. And that's going to go there. Now, I do deviate just a tad on her, where like one or two of the embellishments. There's so many that come in these kits. It's like I need to use a little more than she had, just because if I don't do that, I'll never use them all. So I'll add a couple, but I don't go overboard. I did take my little file here because I had those rough edges from my cutter and just kind of filed off the rough edges of the little paper boogers. This wasn't meant to be like a distressing technique. I was actually just trying to get rid of the rough edges that didn't cut properly. So I kind of did it from the back side, so you wouldn't really see it on the front paper there. I wasn't intending to distress it. It was more just getting rid of those extras. So now I'm going to start gluing some stuff down here. And I think I go next into my ephemera because she had like a little square. I think it looked like she'd hand drawn like a nice square in the lower left and put a circular embellishment in it. I'm looking through here. Usually Hip Kit Clubs come with some kind of frame. There wasn't any frames in this one. So, okay, no problem. I'm double checking the stickers and stuff like that. I think this is now where I find this little piece that's going to work in the upper right up there. It's like a little skinny washi sticker. And I thought, oh, this is the perfect size. So this worked out really well. It kind of takes the place of that little piece of paper she had. And I actually use another one of those little washi stickers in a minute. I call them washi stickers only because a lot of times they're made out of washi. These are not made out of washi, but they're just those short little stickers. This might be where I go and find a little postcard little thing. So instead of drawing a square and putting like a circular embellishment, I'm going to put that little postcard down there because we were traveling, you know, obviously we're on vacation. And I think this looks cute and it's kind of acting as that square. So I'm good with that. I still haven't figured out 100% my title. I think I'm getting close to thinking about it, but I'm not for certain. What am I doing here? I think I'm contemplating the top. No, I'm contemplating the middle here, this in between. I felt there was a little bit of a gap. Now, she really didn't have that on hers, but I felt like I had a little bit too big a gap right there and I needed to fill it. So there was a little rainbow scallop piece here and I thought that was kind of pretty. So that's going to go in there. I'm going to get into my embellishments in a second, you guys. There's so much to choose from. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes, you know, I love Hip Kit. I really do. The quality is amazing, and there is a ton to choose from. But when you first open the kit, it can be very overwhelming. I've actually seen people, and I really love this idea, where they take their Hip Kit and make page kits when you first get it. So you're not so, again, if you're not careful, you can get very overwhelmed with all the choices. I mentioned this the other day because I was cleaning out. I was like killing some kits, and I go, sometimes at the very end of a kit, you go faster because you don't have as much to choose from. So here's where I'm kind of dinking around, and I pull out all the paper ephemera, but then I decide, you know what, I'm going to do that top piece. So I had already pulled, you can see snorkeling along the top there. I decided I want to name it Snorkeling, and so I'm going to put my little, now that I'm looking at that, I think that green line might be a tad crooked, but oh well, it is what it is. Like I said, I try, but you know, it's not always perfect. So Snorkeling, I love that little font. The little ends are just adorable. And it goes really good with the blue of the sky and all that kind of stuff. Now, her little piece of paper that looked like waves or whatever had a little sun kind of printed on it. Well, there was this little sun in the paper ephemera, so I thought that was so cute. Look at his little face. Isn't that cute? So I'm going to put that up there. And you guys, I found some little fish. And I'm going to put those in the bottom of that water. She doesn't really have that, but you know what? It was so cute. I had to use them. Right here, I think I'm putting this words, it's like best day ever, is going to go on my postcard. So it's not exactly, you know, again, she had like a round element inside a square. So mine's different, but I think it's still cute. And then I'm going to get into the foam. There's these cute sunglasses. My daughter doesn't technically have sunglasses on. She has goggles on. I really had hoped there would be some kind of snorkeling embellishments in this kit, but there wasn't. So that's okay. You know what? I'm going to make sunglasses work in a minute. But here's the little fish. I actually only found one at first, and I just put him in there. And then in just a little bit, I'm going to be, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I put it on the left-hand side, and I changed my mind, actually, by the way. He is going to get moved over to the right. I decided I did not like it directly beneath the sun. I didn't like that placement, so I moved it over to the right. I will find another little fish in a minute, though. I didn't see it at first, and I will find it. But I'm going to pull these sunglasses out. Again, she had on goggles, not sunglasses, but I kind of like them. So they're going to go down there in the middle. I'll actually add another pair of sunglasses in a minute. But in the upper right up there, I thought, you know what? I want to put another sun. She had like another little, I think it was another little sun or something up there. And I had this one, and then that little phrase there said like sun and fun or something. And I thought, okay, that's really cute. So I'm going to add that in just a moment. I'm going to put that on my phone. This was a really fun layout, though. I mean, it was kind of easy, if I'm honest. There wasn't a ton to, like, I don't know. It was a really easy layout to lift. It had the grid, which I love a grid anyway, and then just filling in the little spots with embellishments. So I do find a grid very easy to work with. I'm going to add some embellishments in the lower right that she didn't have. But again, I have so many. Do you see them all over there, right? There's so many. I'm like, Christine, I have to use some of them. So I think this is where I find the little fish, and he is so cute. I'm going to glue him down. I'm going to make him flat because the other one's on foam. So I'm just making him a little different level. And then I think I find another pair of sunglasses in a second. But I also come in with like I did get the life preserver and a little bag and a little tag. The life preserver in the bag was basically because on the boat we had a life preserver and she'd brought a bag and stuff. And the little tag just says like vacay. And so I thought, oh, this is really cute. So I'm going to put that down that lower right. I will put the bag up on foam. I'll have to organize that in just a second. I will write the date in the sun on the upper right because it is kind of got lines, right, for some journaling. So that was kind of perfect. I don't add anything else to the water paper because I think that's a really nice balance of, you know, a resting spot for your eye with all the busyness of the photos and things like that going on. But honestly, I do love this layout. I just think it's really stunning from the cleanliness of the design. There's my other little pair of sunglasses. And I think that's about it, you guys. I think I piddle-poot around here looking. Oh, I had one more little foam thing, and that's really cute. So anyway, that's all I'm going to do the layout, you guys. Make sure you do check out the playlist. There'll be links for the original and then links for all the little players along here. So you make sure you check out those. Give them some love. Make sure you comment, say hello, like, and subscribe, and all that kind of good stuff. And as usual, I really appreciate you guys. If you comment, I will say hello. I'm on Instagram, too, at Scrapping Harden. I always try to post the layout that I've done the video of for that day over there. I miss some days, but most days I do it. So anyway, we'll see you next time. Bye.